Hi parents, and welcome to another Principals Update. We started off the term on a sad note, farewelling, or we haven't farewelled him yet, but in a couple of weeks we'll farewell Peter Mack, who's gone to take up a principal's position at Arethusa College. Pete has made such a difference. I know I personally will miss him dearly, and I know many of the staff here will as well. So Pete, from us, go well, and at the same time we're really glad that Sue Ellen can step up into Pete's role. She's not a Pete, but boy, she brings a whole lot of other stuff that can really help us to continue to grow here at Livingstone. And so we're 2 weeks down now. This is 2 weeks today that we're down. We've had 2 cross countries, one in the wet, one in the dry. I was out there today seeing all the teachers standing in the rain with umbrellas or not with umbrellas, and it was cold and the kids were running, and that just showed their commitment. Ag had a trade taster to just profile our ag programs here, and as well as that, musical has been off having their practices already. And most importantly, what's happened the last 2 weeks is we've had our parent-teacher interviews. And can I just do a plug for the ongoing parent-teacher interviews that we have and our interaction with you. It is key to helping the students get good results. The better that we work together in this partnership, the better that we can help you understand how to make the most of your students' learning, asking those good questions about their work, what they've been doing, what are the things that are their challenges, what will help them to grow. The more we are working together, the better we can ensure these kids flourish. Hey, while I've got you too, in the newsletter over the next, from now till it'll probably take us to the end of the year, I've asked each of the senior leaders in the college, that's the heads of department and heads of school, to write a little brief about what does educating for eternity mean to them. All of the staff here have got a strong Christian faith, and our school motto is educating for eternity. And so I've asked if each of them, one fortnight at a time, would just write a response to what does educating for eternity mean to them. And Mrs. Roberts has written the first one, so when you get this should be sitting on that web page somewhere. I think that's the only thing I wanted to say until I introduce these guys, except for one thing. If you have a student in secondary, if you've got a child in secondary, can I encourage you to have conversations with them about where their pathway is? Are they on a pathway to become a plumber or a hairdresser or a doctor or a scientist or a teacher? But whatever that pathway is, to start helping them to work it out. In VEP, we talk about it as an upside down funnel, where when they're in the younger grades, or let's say grade 7, 8, 9, 10, they're starting to work out the kind of things they like and don't like, and as they get to 11 and 12, they're starting to refine that focus. The more they've got that focus on their pathway, the better they will be with their learning. So please be a part of that conversation, help them to work out the things they like and don't like, things they're good at and they're not good at, where is their passion. But if they've got that, then that'll make both of our jobs a lot easier. Which brings me to Caleb and Ruby. You're here today, and it's lovely to have you here in my office and sitting on my couch, also might I say. And what are you doing here?
Telling you about the Chinese speaking competition.
Excellent, excellent. And you want to talk to me about this because you know that I have good Chinese, and you're thinking, boy, this guy could win the competition, hey? Right, well, you're not very enthusiastic about that response. I think that's because you know my Chinese really is bad, and if I join the Chinese speaking competition, I'll probably come last, so all the other kids won't have that embarrassment, eh? Hey, how do you get into this Chinese speaking competition? What do you got to do?
Just make a 2-minute video
Yep.
in Chinese.
Yep, easy. Easy for me, yep.
And send it to Miss Young or Mrs. Morgan.
Yes,
And by the 14th of August.
yes.
And the great part is you can win great prizes.
Like what? What can I win?
Um,
Like a trip to China?
No.
Oh, okay. Like some of those some of the Chinese trinkets and stuff like that we've got hanging around up there? Is that
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay? That sounds good. Well, I'm interested. So, what else can you tell me about this Chinese speaking competition? Because you've come in here. Obviously, there's more you want to tell me.
We're asking 2 questions.
You want to ask me a couple of questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then, like 2 things in Chinese.
You want to ask me the question in Chinese? You want me to answer in Chinese?
Answer.
You want to test whether my Chinese is really any good, like I know it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's going first? What's the first question?
Do you know how to say panda in Chinese?
Yeah, I know how to say panda. Can I first just say mei wen ti? Because it's no problem. That's Chinese for no problem that I've said right there. Panda. Xiang Mao. Now you might laugh at that, but that is the correct Beijing pronunciation of the way that you say that. You got any problem with that?
Kind of, yeah.
Well, if you've got a problem, you could end up with a week of detention if you're saying my Chinese is no good. Okay, so what? So there's something wrong with that pronunciation.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're very polite about it.
A
Kate.
lot.
There's a lot wrong with it, is there? Okay. What was that?
熊猫.
Yeah, I think that's what I said. I'm pretty sure that's what I said.
Yeah.
What's your other question? You said you had 2. What's your other question?
What's your 2 favourite Chinese dishes?
Do you want me to give you that in Chinese as well? Bao zi and sui qiao. Again, you've noticed the correct pronunciation coming through. Was that pretty good?
Sorry.
Okay. How do you think I'm going to go in this competition? Pretty confident I'll go well?
Sure.
Good.
A little bit.
Just a little bit, but you're sure. Okay, Ruby, you're my next best friend, and Caleb, things are not looking good for you around here at the school. Hey parents, this will be good fun for the kids. Chinese is the language that we teach here, as you know, and with all of the stuff happening with China at the moment, having Australians that can understand Chinese and help us to navigate some of those relationships we see as important. Ruby and Caleb, thank you for spending time to come in here and humiliate me about my Chinese. And thank you, parents, and here's to having a good term. See ya.
谢谢早上。
Yeah, that too.
And